FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
The Barack Obama phenomenon is far, far more about white America than it is about Barack Obama, who, after all, is just a man, though I think a talented one. But I don't know if he's talented enough to come from state legislature in Illinois 2 years ago to this credible run for the presidency. It usually takes something more than talent to do that, and what I think it takes in this case, or has taken, is that in white America today, there is a hunger, a deep hunger to somehow get past this shameful history of this shameful racial divide that we have all, as Americans, been tortured by in one way or another, as far back as the beginnings, before the beginnings even of the country. So I think he is ironically a candidate who lives on this hope, this hunger, who has been put in this place as the man to sort of carry that. And after all, if a black man actually were elected to the presidency of the United States, a black man elected to the presidency of a largely white society, wouldn't that be a real moral leap forward? Wouldn't that really suggest transcendence? Wouldn't it really make the point that we no longer are that shameful racist society that we once were? And the longing is so powerful for that to happen on some level. And Obama is so adept at eliciting that feeling from whites that he has come very, 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 very far, very quickly. But again, I think it's more about the circumstance in white America than it is about him as an individual who we don't really know. We don't know what his he's a kind of a paradox, because the attractiveness of Barack Obama's campaign is that somehow he's going to bring us to a racial transcendence. We're going to transcend. That's really what it's all about with Obama. Most people don't know what his policy positions are, but they do know that. But if your candidacy is about racial transcendence, that you're not going to bring race into the campaign, this is not going to be a black campaign, then ironically, your candidacy is 100% about race. That's all it's about. What else, what other idea would he have that would catch fire like that? His candidacy in that sense, I think at any rate, is entirely about race. If he were not black, I don't know if we would know his name. As talented as he is, it would probably take at least 10 more years to get to the place that he's gotten now. But he is black. That's the most important thing about him. So there are these paradoxes around him. If he does win the nomination, he will, the questionings, the scrutiny will intensify. People will ask difficult questions. For example, you've for 20 years gone to a Afrocentric black nationalist church, a church that your own mother would not feel comfortable in. How do you reconcile that? What value system or philosophy or point of view do you have that makes that okay? Those are some of the difficult questions that I think linger there and trail him. But of course, the press has been like Hillary herself, rather chastened in asking him difficult questions like that, because they run the risk of being seen as racist when they do. It's very difficult, the Clintons are finding, to run a race against a black man. Sensitivities are so refined, And the media is finding it very difficult to apply the journalistic rigor to a black candidate for the presidency that they apply to others in the race. Let me stop there and let's talk.